Update to a court case we've been following. An Appleton teen is sentenced to 14 years in prison for a shooting in Erb Park last July. 17-year-old Kashmir Williams will also serve 16 years on extended supervision. Williams was convicted of attempted first-degree intentional homicide as part of a plea deal he reached in May. Surveillance video in Erb Park showed a person matching Williams' description walk up behind the victim and shoot them. On July 31st of last year, the victim survived the attack.